What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another YouTube video. My name is Mike, full-time Amazon media seller. We're kind of switching it up today. We're going to cover January sales, right? So January usually is a slower month for everybody. If you don't know, I have a little private membership, $2.99 a month. We got weekly Zoom calls, private Discord, go-to-lister monthly discount as well. And I made it a point to say kind of what my goals were out there to everybody. And I kind of wanted to double down from last year. So I'm putting in more work, putting in more effort. So I figured it'd be kind of good to see where my January fell. And I'm going to be honest with you, at the time of this recording, this week, this is all I got this week. Life has happened on my end, to say the least. Some health issues have come up. So getting that taken care of behind the scenes. So I haven't been able to get out this week, but I have been kicking butt all January. I was sending out over 7 boxes every single week. New workflow don't matter. We got the walkthrough for that. Old workflow, just getting things sent out. So I wanted to do my top 3 items as well as my overall recap, right? So you guys are going to see my actual numbers for January, and then my least selling 3 items. So the highest price 3 items I sold, the lowest 3 price items I've sold, how much I actually made off those items, and kind of a little bit of insight here to how many units I've sold, what my average sales price was, things like that. So we're not cutting today. We got one long straight, no punch in the camera. So yeah, pop it up. Sales dashboard for January, 812 items ordered, 812 order items. Units ordered was 814. I did send in, I don't have them here, but you know, like the Maxwell disc, brand new sealed. It was like packs of 25. I got them for like $1 at a antique mall, and they had 4 of them. So that's why that number kind of looks that way. Our product sales for January were $12,745.88. Average units ordered, for the most part, is always going to be 1, right? We're selling one-offs. That's kind of like the big drawback to doing media is there's no replens. You're always chasing your tail and chasing the next item. Average sales price, $15.70. So the sales price is on a little bit on the lower end, but there's a caveat to that. We'll kind of dive into that as I tell you guys the lowest 3 price items. So our lowest 3 price items, they're not, you know, there's a lot at that price range. So we're just going to jump in. We're going to start with the highest 3, right? Because everybody likes to, you know, flaunt their crazy numbers and, oh my God, check me out, I'm an Amazon billionaire. First up, we got a Spanish Bible. Most Bibles are free in the stores I go in. I don't try to clean them out. I believe I paid for this one. We sold it for $89.99. And the profit was $69.73. At most, we paid $2 for it because I know I didn't get this from a Goodwill. I haven't really been in Goodwills lately. I've replaced them with other sources. So not a bad little pickup there. You know, $2 into 69. We'll take that all day long. And it did sell pretty fast. Next up, number 2, DVD, Revolution Season 2. Sold it for $69.99. Profit was $54.20. This was actually brand new sealed. You guys seen the video I did not that long ago where I hit the jackpot of brand new sealed DVDs at one of my thrift stores. This was one of those. So this literally sold within the time frame of it getting there. We paid $1 for this, so we made $53.20. Mario Kart Double Dash. I actually got this from a Goodwill. This is like the first game I found at Goodwill since I started reselling. I paid $2.99 because all the media in my Goodwill now is $2.99, whether it's a paperback. Well, they have things more than $2.99. The minimum is $2.99. Somehow this snuck through. And it sold for $67.89. Profit was $52.46. We paid $3. We made around $48. It was scratched, but thankfully I had the little JFJ machine. I resurfaced this. It does resurface GameCube games. You just can't do a bunch of them in a row because it'll mess up the buffing pad. So, you know, $48. I still don't have the buy box in video games, so I probably could have got more if I was buy box eligible, but listen, I paid $3 for it. I don't have the buy box. I accept the fact that's who I am. So we'll take our $48, move on to the next one. Those were the top 3 that we had. Nothing, you know, crazy exciting, nothing out the park, right? No $1,000 items, not even $100 item, all right? Like I'm out here scratching and clawing, but it's just, you send in items that are going to sell. It doesn't have to be super expensive, and you can kind of snowball this business into something that's actually great. And I didn't really say, but in the beginning, $15.70 sales price. If you look at the $12,070, it was probably like a 55 Amazon, 45 split. So I probably got paid in payouts that actually cleared, probably right around $6 grand, give or take a little bit. So not a terrible month. So now we got to get into the bottom three. It's not exciting, right? It's not exciting. If you guys are a member of the channel, shameless plug, you're going to see exactly this stuff and kind of know what I'm going to talk about. $6.99 we sold this book for. The Emperor of Wine, The Rise of Robert M. Parker, The Reign of American Taste. Profit was 42 cents. We lost money. So these are all items that have been sitting in my inventory for over 11 months. I want things gone. So even at $6.99, 42 cents, we probably paid that in storage fees on this book, right? It's not quite a pound, but you know, 11 months of it sitting there, we definitely paid probably 42 cents in storage fees. So not including my buy cost, which is probably $1 or $2. It still is better to sell your item and remove the removal fees on the books. So $6.99, it's not exciting. 42 cents, it sucks, right? Oh man, 42 cents, but it's much better than paying to have to destroy this book, because most likely a liquidator is not gonna buy this thing, right? It's absolute garbage. It hasn't sold on Amazon. It's been there for 12 months, probably close to over a year. The liquidator is probably not going to be available. You're going to have it removed or destroyed. You're starting at $2 minimum basically on any book. So instead of losing $2, I got my 42 cents. Sure, I lose the buy cost, but that's a tax write-off anyway. This is the reality of it. You're not going to sell all your stuff. And the way to kind of save your ass in the long run is to price your items down like this. So I start at $9.99, right, at the 9-10th month mark. Then I drop it to $6.99. That kind of seems to be my floor where I'm going to be. If it doesn't sell at $6.99, then unfortunately I do have to eat the removal fee. Hopefully it gets liquidated, but most of the stuff that sits this long doesn't qualify for liquidation. It's not like it used to be where you can send it and everything gets liquidated. Them days are long gone. So just have that in the back of your mind as well. All right, $6.99, another book here, or maybe this was actually a CD. I can't really tell from the picture. We made $1.07, so it was probably a CD or an audio book or something. $1.07, not bad. If you have to have a CD or DVD removed, you're looking at between like 75 cents and like $1.50. If it's a box set, it might get up to $2 depending how big, but it's a lot cheaper to remove the CDs and DVDs, but I still want them gone. I'd much rather sell the item than have it liquidated or removed. It helps keep your account health rating above where it needs to be, so you have that assurance so you don't get banned over nothing. So $1.07. And now the last one, I made a point to pick one that was actually like this. Ship Modeling from Stern to Stern. It's a 1 pound book. You see the dimensions, 10 inches by 8 by 1.5. So this is a pretty bigger book, 1 pound. Profit was -7 cents. We actually lost money when we sold it at $6.99. But a book this size is going to cost you right around $2.21 to have removed. So yet again, I know, right? Like you think, oh man, Mike, it's just pennies. It's just pennies on the dollar. It's just pennies on the dollar. But when you have thousands of pieces of inventory, right? I have basically 5,000 units currently at Amazon. This can add up. I have probably about 8% of my inventory is over 9 months old. So you look at it that way, you're looking at roughly, you know, 200 to 600 units at any given time that I possibly could have to pay $2 a piece to have removed, or I can kind of break even, maybe scratch some pennies out, or only lose 50 cents or 25 cents. That's the mentality you need to have in this game. Not everything is going to sell, and every single time it's better to sell at break even or even lose a little bit than having it removed, especially if it's a book. I can't say it enough that the landscape has shifted so much over the past 2 years, and the booksellers are all stuck in their old ways of send it. If it doesn't sell, it's no big deal. It gets liquidated. Everybody that's in my group can attest that is not the case at all. So just have that in the back of your mind. Manually reprice, right? Like even if you're using a repricer, all this stuff is I gone in and manually changed the price down from $9.99. Sure, you can set up reprice it if you want to have it, but I like to go in and act like see what's going on some of these listings and why it hasn't sold, or what exactly, you know, I need to drop it down to kind of, you know, see what the break even is. And you don't have to go blanket like I do, $9.99, $6.99. You can see right in Seller Central exactly what the break even is. So that's what I got for you. January was a decent month. Considering this last week has kind of been chalked up and I got 5 items, right? I don't even have enough to do a box. Life happens. That's the benefit of being in this game, is you kind of can take time away and still make money selling on Amazon. Sure, it sucks that I didn't send anything in, but family comes before the business, especially in the land of health world, right? Like if somebody, you need your health. Without your health, you're not here. And I appreciate the fact that I have a business where I can step back from, continue to make money. But just know, right, there's going to be ups and downs. You can't always be out there going, right? A lot of us start this so we can take time to ourselves. It's better for our mental health. It's better for everybody around us, all the relationships around us that we want to keep, cherish, and grow. It's good to be able to kind of step back and see your business keep growing and have things going on like this where your old inventory is getting sold, so you're not getting charged and all these fees and thinking it's the end of the world. I appreciate you all watching. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. And now you're going to get your obligatory one-punch video. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more used book videos. Bye-bye.